Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. Guys, I would just like to take a moment to say thank you so much from my heart to yours for having made this YouTube channel your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel when it comes to content. Content that you have appreciated and found time in loving so much that you have made this YouTube channel your favorite and the #1 Descendants of Zombies podcast in the world. And I have each and every one of you to thank. I honestly don't know where I'd be tonight if not for each and every one of you who have subscribed, who have always liked the videos. And if you have not subscribed or you haven't liked any of these videos, or you're perhaps watching my videos for the first time ever, hi. It's an honor to meet you. I love to record reviews and reaction videos when it comes to your favorite franchises and the stars who have comprised these franchises and really felt as if they've been a part of our lives for forever, along with showing them the respect and the heart and the dedication that they've shown to each and every one of us after they dedicated their lives to franchises that will go on to mean so much to each and every one of us as individuals. Because some way or somehow, we have forever drawn inspiration and felt a part of these franchises from its very beginning back in 2015. On July 31st, 2015, where were you at? I was sitting at home, I was watching Descendants, I felt really depressed, and I watched Descendants for the very first time ever. I have no idea why I was feeling depressed, but I watched Descendants for the first time ever, and I thought Dove Cameron was so cool. I thought Dove Cameron was such a huge inspiration to everybody for how she felt about her character, how she was really the embodiment of this character, and how she embraced this character, Mal, and this character would really go on to define her legacy. She had played so many characters like Liv and Maddie on the TV series Liv and Maddie on Disney Channel before, but if there ever was a character that really defined her legacy and really took her to places that no actress had ever gone before, it would have to have been Mal. Because she never really cared what anybody thought of her, and she always went out of her way to connect with her fans and her audience. She always made you feel as if you were part of something special. So if your favorite Descendants character was forever and always Mal, I kind of concur with that, and I understand where you're coming from and how you feel about that. Kylie Cantrall also did a phenomenal job, and I can't forget to mention Kylie Cantrall's contributions to this franchise. I do it in every video that I've ever uploaded because I've somewhat, fallen in love with Kylie Cantrall and her uncanny ability to really bring these characters to life. She, too, never really cared what anybody thought of her. And I have this to say to Kylie Cantrall. Thank you so much for your contributions to this franchise, along with every other co-star that you've ever had that have offered contributions to this franchise, because they've gone into the hearts of so many wonderful people in so many emphatic ways. Having the honor to talk about Kylie Cantrall has become the greatest honor of my life, guys. And for those of you who have been subscribed to this YouTube channel for a very long time, I feel very dedicated with an open heart and an open mind to having these conversations about Kylie Cantrall, because I know somewhere out there in this really big universe tonight, there is somebody who wants to watch a really cool video about Kylie Cantrall with my thoughts and opinions in that video for them, because they too are a fan of Kylie Cantrall, most primarily the character Red from Descendants, who you guys dearly fell in love with and very deeply, mind you too. But I have this to say to each and every one of you. If you're somebody who has drawn inspiration from these characters that have really brought you to this defining moment, that have made you a fan of Descendants of Zombies, for whatever reason you found my channel this evening on what is a really beautiful night. We were actually expecting a snowstorm earlier, but the snow hasn't begun to fall yet, so hopefully I'll make it through this video without any technical difficulties, because there's something about me actually recording videos of Descendants of Zombies during huge snowstorms like I did last week. Don't ask me why I do it. I guess I love every opportunity I have to record a video of Descendants of Zombies with each and every one of you. So much so that so many people have been asking me questions about the future of the Zombies franchise, and if in fact we're going to see Zombies 5. Oh, for sure we're going to see Zombies 5. Yes, indeed. Even if I got to commandeer a submarine, which I have no idea how to do and get done, and go to the depths of the sea to uncover the legend and the mystery of mermaids, because they're such unpredictable characters. And because I'm the only one crazy enough to commandeer a submarine and blow up a shark, I guess I'm going to have to do that for each and every one of you. Kind of like how I've been promising you for forever that I was going to construct a roller coaster and pull a Phineas and Ferb in my backyard. You guys have no idea how difficult it is to find somebody that's crazy enough to help you do that. But if I ever get around to actually making that become a reality, all of our dreams become realities when it comes to Descendants, Zombies, Phineas and Ferb, and Tangled, I'll let you know how that goes. From the very first time that I saw Kylie Cantrall cry in a YouTube video, that gave me so much incentive to create so many videos about Kylie Cantrall and really let these critics know how I feel. I gave critics a piece of my mind, and I've had a lot to do behind the scenes with Descendants and Zombies, offering encouragement for Kylie Cantrall and Malia Baker to proceed moving forward with their careers. I'll be honest with each and every one of you, I've really missed Ruby Rose Turner. I think she offered so much to this franchise, and although her time with the franchise was very short-lived, I think Ruby Rose Turner had still so much to offer, and so much of a story that forever has to remain untold, that should be told to people who had a greater appreciation for her character, because ultimately Bridget became everybody's Descendants' favorite character because of just how much she offered to the franchise. How bubbly she was, how appreciative she was of life, and these defining moments of her character which really made us feel close to these characters and really feel a part of something special. I think that this really has been lacking in the Disney company for forever, because how many of you go to see Star Wars, or how many of you went to see, I don't know, Freaky Friday this past summer, and you were so excited to see Freaky Friday. This was the first Freaky Friday movie that Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis had been a part of in years. I'll tell you how far back I go as a Disney fan. I remember when the original Freaky Friday was first released in June of 2003. Now, I could be incorrect on the official release date of that, but I think it was somewhere around June of 2003. I was a loser, just finishing up my time in high school, and I watched it with my friend one Friday night, and I absolutely loved the movie for just how much heart and dedication Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis brought to the screen. But I think, we really thought that Disney was really going to follow suit with Descendants and Zombies, but in all honesty, guys, even with how successful franchises like Lilo and Stitch, Phineas and Ferb, and Freaky Friday came to be after all this time, nothing has ever surpassed the legacy of Descendants and Zombies, and I strongly believe that nothing else ever will. Because Descendants and Zombies really made us feel as if we were a part of something special because of its music, because of its script, how the characters never really cared how anybody felt about them. I really wish Kylie Cantrall and Malia Baker would have taken that away from their fantasy characters that they would go on to portray, inspired by Alice in Wonderland and Cinderella characters from the past. Because when you think about these characters, they never really cared what anybody thought of them. And I wish that we could really take that away from these characters and really stand up more for what we believe in, because this happens every day. People are feeling less confident. People are feeling down on their luck. Things may not really be going their way. But I've always wanted people to know in every video that I've offered you for encouragement is that everything is going to be okay. And I think that's what Descendants and Zombies allowed us to believe in, even if it was for a short time. Now, I know there's only been one installment of The Rise of Red since its initial re-release in 2024. 2024 was an incredible year for the Descendants franchise, because that's when we saw an incredible re-emergence after a 5-year hiatus was seen. Do you guys remember when Descendants: The Rise of Red first became available on Disney Plus? I suggest that many of you get together and watch The Rise of Red with your friends, because perhaps many of you haven't done it in a really long time. But do you guys remember when this was first becoming available on Disney Plus, and it would freeze halfway through the movie and everybody was like, oh my god, what's happening here? I can't watch The Rise of Red because it freezes like 20 minutes into the movie. What happened there was a glitch, and Disney had to go back and do a lot of edits, so they removed it from the server temporarily, but they very quickly put it up within less than 24 hours, so they had to go and do immediate edits. This happens all the time in the entertainment industry. It was nothing having to do with your Disney Plus subscription or your account or how Disney felt about The Rise of Red, or mysteriously just removed it without ever offering any explanation. But that's exactly what happened. I've been in the entertainment industry for forever. I've recorded thousands of podcasts. So if there's one thing that I know about, it's the entertainment industry. And if there's anything to know about Descendants and Zombies, I got you guys. I know, what it's like to be a fan of these stars. I know what it's like to really draw inspiration from these characters and really believe in something for perhaps the first time ever in your lives. Because you guys went to the Worlds Collide Tour, and you don't have to tell me, but I know you had the time of your life. And I know in every crowd there was a critic to be seen, more than one. And they went home on their YouTube channel and they said, okay, I'm going to criticize this. Without ever having known anything about your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars, they chose to criticize it without ever giving Kylie or Ruby much of a chance. And I really believe that if you really do give these stars more of a chance than what you've given them, because most of these people who are paid in the high amounts to conduct these interviews for different websites and TV shows, television programs, they just put off, a happy-go-lucky face, and they're so happy to meet these characters without ever understanding anything about them, because they do extensive research before they ask them the same stupid 10 questions all the time. I think if you perceive everything with an open heart and an open mind, and you make a conversation between yourself and the celebrities that you're interviewing, which is a huge opportunity for you in its own right, if you make the conversation sound like a conversation between two besties for the first time ever, it will give the person you're interviewing a greater appreciation for life and really for you. Because I think that that's what helps you define a legacy, is understanding your audience and understanding the people that you're talking about in these videos that you record for YouTube. And that's something I do each and every single time I've ever had the chance to record a video over the last 25 years. For those of you who have been subscribed here to this YouTube channel for a very long time, I have had the honor of recording thousands of videos about people like Ruby and Kylie and Freya, who is somebody I'm very particularly fond of, because I really do believe that Freya Sky has a long way to go. But even though she has a long way to go, that doesn't mean that she's not going to get there, because she has the love and support of each and every one of you. And I think more and more people are falling in love with Freya Sky for that obvious reason. The undeniable amount of love and support that you've shown for Freya ever since she took over the responsibility of the lead in the Zombies Swore Down to the Vampires franchise. What we're setting up here is the retelling of a beautiful love story, which is something I'm really excited about. We're looking at the setting up of a new trilogy, which means we're going to see up to 3 new movies produced over the course of the next at least 5 years, which is something I'm really excited about. And you can expect to see a trilogy turn into the Zombies franchise. We're going to probably see not new titles or anything like people have suggested. We're going to keep the same title attached to the franchise, because that's how people understood it and really became identified with it. So I don't see a title change now that Zed and Addison are no longer the lead. But because Zed and Addison hold a very special place in each and every one of our hearts as the leads in the Zombies franchise, why let go of what's special? Why let go of what made it what it is, and why people felt so inspired by it? Still refer to it as Zombies, and really run away with these ideas and let people's imaginations to really run wild. Allow them to predict things, allow them to say how they feel about it or what they think, because I think the opinions of fans have really mattered more with these franchises than ever before. Because let's face it, you're probably somebody watching this video who is crazy about Descendants of Zombies, who probably, has never been afraid to let the world know how you truly feel about it. And if you are somebody who's never afraid to let the world truly know how you feel about a franchise, and you love it so much with all of your heart, there really is nothing wrong with that. There has never been anything wrong with being a fan of Descendants of Zombies and feeling passionate about drawing your favorite characters and learning how to understand the concepts of Descendants of Zombies and all the choreographing and all the hard work and dedication that goes with this franchise. Because you think about people like Kylie Cantrall and Ruby Rose Turner putting in all the hours of boot camp training and extensive weight training, and they're stronger than ever before. Some of the Disney stars of this generation are stronger than we've ever seen Disney stars look and feel before, because of what Descendants really has offered them, an opportunity to shine. And their stars have shined brighter than ever before because they are stronger and they feel more confident in their abilities. And that's all I've ever wanted to be a part of and sharing in each and every video that I've ever uploaded. Because more people on YouTube know who Jonathan Clarke on YouTube is, because you guys have made this YouTube channel your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. I know there have been a lot of people who have taken exception to how I felt about the Descendants of Zombies franchises before, but there are more people than ever given credit for who have fallen in love with every video that I've ever uploaded, because I look at this as the greatest honor of my life. Because I could be sitting here talking about anything that probably would never make any sense to anybody. Video games, TV shows, movies, because I've been a fan of everything, and I've felt as if I've been a part of everything in the way of pop culture related content for forever. But the greatest honor of my life came in the form of having the opportunity to create so much wonderful content about your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars, and I've really loved every moment in sharing all these incredible times with each and every one of you. Because 2025 gave me so many unforgettable moments. The Worlds Collide Tour in 2025, that summer, is a summer I know I will never ever forget, because the response this YouTube channel received all throughout the summer of 2025 was an explosion unlike anything that I've ever seen before in my life or felt. Because I'm still waiting on that chemical plant, that soda plantation I live nearby, to explode at any given moment. And if you have never taken yourself up the opportunity and or chance to live near a soda plantation and a chemical plant within 5 minutes apart from each other, you should take yourself up on that opportunity, because it's unbelievable, guys. I've really wanted to feel as if I was a part of a merciful experience, and I wanted to make this YouTube channel so fun for everybody. So I never really wanted to come off as a serious kind of guy on times. I always wanted to provide a comical reprieve, which is basically a way to be funny, but also be serious at the same time, because nobody's ever deserved to cry or feel the way they do, been made to feel the way they do because of critics, because of how somebody may have felt about a performance Freya Sky may have gave just last night. And she is going to be the victim of a lot of criticism this coming February in 2026 because of her Stars Align World Tour, which is something I'm really excited to have conversations with you guys about. The Stars Align World Tour sounds really incredible. I love the name of it. I think it's going to achieve prosperity and greatness for Freya Sky and its history that we are all going to be a part of. How many of you got tickets for this tour? I think everybody who has a boyfriend out there should get their boyfriend to buy them a ticket to Freya Sky's Stars Align World Tour. I'm just saying. Because in all honesty, guys, I think there is really nothing wrong with being a fan and being so supportive of these stars and believing in them so much. And I know there are people out there who do feel very differently when it comes to critics, but I think their opinions should forever and always be shut out. And they should never really matter, because what's always and forever mattered is how you've really felt passionate about these stars, and we've been a part of something for what feels like forever because of how much these stars have meant to each and every one of our hearts, and how we draw inspiration from their music, from their abilities as an actress, because I know Zombies 4 Down in the Vampires was the first time ever that Freya Sky had appeared on Disney Plus and Disney Channel, and she's been receiving so many wonderful conversations since then. People can't stop talking about Freya Sky. They are really raving about her, and with over 700,000 people nearly subscribed to her YouTube channel, that just shows how far she's come in such a short amount of time. I would love to have 700,000 people subscribe to this YouTube channel. So I just want to take a moment to send a special shout out of love to every fan of Descendants and Zombies. If you are somebody who would love to contribute anything at all to this YouTube channel, hit my subscribe button, because I would love for you to come along with me on this incredible journey, a journey that I truly wish could last for forever, because I've had the honor of meeting so many wonderful people throughout this incredible journey that I've been on. Do you guys remember Jonathan from Hotel Transylvania, how he was just wandering through the woods of Hotel Transylvania one night, and then he stumbled upon Dracula's castle, and he met Mavis and Dracula and Frankenstein and the Wolfman, and things just went all crazy from there on out? I feel like I've been wandering through the forests of Oregon for forever, and I know that in Transylvania, pretty much to get to Transylvania, you've got to go through a forest before you ever do come upon Transylvania. So it's kind of really crazy how you actually get to Transylvania in real life, but I would love the opportunity to actually wander through the forests of Oregon and kind of meet Chloe and Red and get to know them for the people they are, because I think one of the greatest appreciations and the greatest way to appreciate Descendants and Zombies comes in the form of really understanding your audience. And I feel like I've been a part of this, and I've been a part of this with each and every one of you for what feels like forever, and I have each and every one of you to thank because of that, because I could just be a loser on YouTube that nobody had ever seen or nobody had ever heard from in their lives. But because of you, more people on YouTube know who Jonathan Clarke is, because of his passion for Kylie, because of how much he loves Freya, because he's been in love with Ruby Rose Turner for forever, and I have each and every one of you to thank for that. And they have unique qualities that make them very different from every other Descendants star, which is something they can really find time in appreciating, because if everybody in this lifetime was the same, the more that you think about it, the world will be a pretty boring place. And I think that allows them to have more heart and more dedication and really to broaden their horizons, because I think we can never offer them enough encouragement. I know there are people that will immediately say, okay, Ruby Rose Turner is the most gorgeous girl that they've ever seen in their lives, or the characters are so beautiful and they're so vibrant. They will immediately jump to conclusions and make their own assumptions. But in order to say that they're gorgeous and they're beautiful and they're beyond talented, you've really got to understand them for who they are. And that may take hours of research. That may take a better understanding to go behind every character for your reasons why you love them so much. But that's why I put hours behind every video that I may have ever uploaded, because I'm somewhat of a Descendants analyst, and if you haven't already noticed or figured it out, I seem to have known everything about Descendants and Zombies for what feels like forever, and I've had really the time of my life being a part of this with each and every one of you. It's an opportunity and a chance that I've really seized. I really wanted to make the most of, and I still have so many incredible fans of these franchises that I have yet to meet, which I am so honored to be a part of with each and every one of you, because we still have a long way to go. And because we have a long way to go, we have so many conversations to have forever and always yet to be remain to be had about Descendants and Zombies. And I, for one, am incredibly excited to have these conversations with so many incredible fans, because you guys have deserved way better videos when it comes to these franchises for a very long time, and I have felt more than honored to have been your voice behind every video that I may have ever uploaded about these franchises, because we still have a long way to go and so much to be excited about looking ahead to what's going to be an incredible year for every fan of Descendants and Zombies throughout 2026. If you have not subscribed here to this YouTube channel, I would love for you to be a part of this incredible journey, which has been a journey that I feel like I've been on forever, and I've always wanted people like Kylie Cantrall, Freya Scott to know they are doing an exceptional job, and everything is going to be okay regardless of how critics may feel about them. They've cried for long enough, and it's about time we did something about this together to let them know how much we love them, how much we forever and always supported them with a continuous amount of love and support that we show all the time, and we bring forth for Descendants and Zombies, because I promise you, at the end of every video that I ever upload, you will have a greater appreciation taken away from these franchises that has forever and always held a special place in your heart for the obvious reasons. Thank you so much for having watched this video, having made this your favorite Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel of all time. I, of course, am your host, Jonathan Clarke. It's been my honor to record, edit, and produce and upload this video to my YouTube channel, never knowing how many subscribers or how many views I'm going to receive each time I upload one. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you, most of all, for being the fan of Descendants and Zombies that truly has defined your legacy as an individual in this lifetime, because we only have one life to live, and we should have fun while we experience it together, as we share in these defining moments that have made us the greatest fans of Descendants and Zombies, quite possibly of all time. Thank you so much for having watched this video.